everybody! Welcome back to EU4 Multiplayer Wealth of Nations featuring myself, Arumba, Quill, and Mathis. Say hello.
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 Hey there.
Let's get back to brass tacks here.
So, since I've been warned by Italy, and I'm terrified of that, so I'm not planning on going on any more wars, I think I might just save up and build the canal. I know it's stupid and pointless, but I'm like, it'll be awesome.
Which one?
Because I can build, I guess the Kiel one, which arguably is one of the least interesting ones. I do need a Mintech 26, which I'm a bit far off of still. But I want to see it. I have never built a canal. I know you get like a ton of crappy events, and it's horrible, but I don't care. Sounds like fun.
I'd like to see it.
I built the Suez Canal, and my only complaint, I always have lots of complaints, but my most significant complaint was just that it lets everyone else through the canal willy-nilly. Like, at the very least, you shouldn't just...
You don't have control over it. It's annoying.
Yeah.
You should be able to charge people for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be, I think, personally, it should be part of naval access. If you have fleet basing, then you should be able to use the canal. And if you don't, then you can't. It's very simple in that way.
Seems entirely reasonable,
So it'll never happen.
Yeah.
Such faith, you guys.
Revolt risk slightly lowered.
Yeah, so
someone was pointing out that if rebels were supported in your country, it could spawn up to 640 units of rebels.
That would be a lot of rebels, yeah. It depends where they get put down, because there were already about 80, but I'm still at my force limit. So I didn't lose enough to really even put a dent in me, because they were spread out. If if 200 showed up in one province, we'd have a real problem.
Well, the thing that's tough about some of these late game rebellions is that they'll spawn in every province.
Yeah.
And then what happens is kind of like the Russian issue, where even though they have inferior technology and usually not as good military tech, they just have so much manpower that you can't recover morale. If you're constantly in combat, you don't get morale ticks. So eventually you just lose.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's frightening.
But
I think another thing that's made it really easy so far is that I'm just rolling 12s on all my rulers. I hired the last ruler I hired was 544, and then the one before that is 463. These guys are pretty solid.
Oh, Canada's at war with France and Cosmopolitan Brazil and Susquehannock something.
Does that mean Russia is at war with? No.
No. Anyway, I'm going to subsidize my my Canada here. I don't think they've got a risk of rebellion.
Your Canada?
Your Canada.
Yeah, as opposed to other Canada.
Well, that's an easy one. Lose, 3 times more ducats than you actually own, or have a 26 rebel stack spawn in a province where you already have 60,000 troops. Yeah.
Tough call.
Yeah. I think I actually gained more manpower from monthly reinforcement than I lost from the battle. So, fair trade.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to clean up the northern part of Karakanyulu after this. The next war I have with them.
I'm getting dangerously close to having Russia as an ally. Again.
Why would you do that?
Because it allows me to scam France.
You should be saying things like, I'm getting dangerously close to being allied with Italy. Oh, that'd be so good if I could get that. I have more manpower than they do. I'm better.
I'm aware. But it's not like I'm going to ally with Russia and declare war on you. We would ally, then declare on Kara, and then I would separately declare on France or something. Expanding for me is not as easy as just, crossing the Mediterranean and then steamrolling a new fresh-faced set of AI. I've got to do some politicking here.
Well, that's kind of the difference between the ideas you chose and the ones that I took. You've got a better military, but I've got religious CB. And religious CB is amazing. Especially when you're the only reformed country on the planet.
I wish there were like other empires you could make that were conglomerates, like the HRE. I know that's probably like a completely unrealistic thing to model in game, but if we, as like you, me, and Mathis, as Protestant nations, could form like a Protestant empire, that would be sweet.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it's ahistorical, but who cares? But I'm sure there's mods that allow that kind of stuff.
True.
Form a holy Italian empire. A holy Iberian empire. Franco-Iberia, just like in
Beyond Earth.
Beyond Earth, yeah.
Yeah.
Beyond Earth, I'm so excited.
I think everyone's excited.
I know. It's only, a couple weeks away now, right?
It's October 24th, I think, yeah.
Yep.
Like the day before the Extra Life Charity Marathon.
Oh, nice.
That's perfect timing.
Yeah. That could take up like half of a game right there.
That's when I did the 2K event. They're like, well, you get 100 turns. And I was like, that seems like a lot. It's not a lot.
The first 100 turns go super fast. The last 100 are much slower.
Well, like I would basically, the first game I played probably took about an hour to get 100 turns done. And then I was just banging out 100 turns in like 40 minutes. Because all you do is scout and pick your technology. Like, you basically don't even have enough time to take over one enemy city. I hear the new demos are 200 turns, which gives you a little, or 250, which gives you a little bit more flexibility.
But still waiting on all that.
Yeah, finally, only one province not cored. Cost 315.
So it'll be really interesting to see if I do this and I do that.
Also, I'm really bad at Civ, so I'm kind of looking forward to getting in on the ground floor, even though I'm going to be, light years behind because the mechanics are so similar. At least it's an opportunity to learn.
That's true.
Because getting into Civ 5 now is kind of like, I don't know. People have been playing it for so long that...
Yeah, and all the expansions and everything.
Venice, do you want to go beat up on France?
If you invite me, I'll come along. All right, well, there it is.
Other Canada
Russia will join.
God, you have so many pop-ups when you declare war.
Does that mean we're fighting Russia as well, though?
We shouldn't be.
Oh, really?
Depends on how they come in. Nope. France, Algiers. Oh, there's Russia.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh. I just remember last week I got done with a war against those two. We just watch out for the Russian generals. They're a bunch of bastards.
Yeah, the Russian generals are coming directly from my territory right now.
Are they?
Yeah, Venice is the closest.
Wait. Where,
It's just that I'm figuring they're going to go to Scandinavia.
Well, they had a 50 stack right in Crimea.
Oh.
And I don't know where he went. Oh, yep. Is he? No, he's going toward France, I think. Yeah, he's heading to Yesedan. There he goes.
You want me to revoke military access?
I mean, if you can do that without pissing him off too much.
I mean, they'll be mad, but it'll be really funny to watch them have to, like, walk all the way up through Finland, I guess, to get to you. Or then not even be able to get to you.
Yeah, do it. Stop him from coming through.
Huge fucking battle somewhere and I didn't notice.
Bless you.
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, well, whoever it was.
It wasn't you.
Okay,
who was it?
If I revoke military access... There's a joke in there somewhere. But if I revoke military access to Russia while they have 50,000 troops in my land, do they get exiled or can they keep going to the other side?
I think they get black flagged.
So exiled, yeah.
You are correct.
Which is really nice because now they have to go back to their own territory before they get anything done.
I revoked them and then they're like, hey, you guys want to give us military access? No.
I hear you got some of that military access.
Holy crap. That French morale, eh?
Yeah.
That mechanic.
Yeah. Now, no, okay, so that's exactly what happened to me last week. It's one of the reasons why I spent so much effort trying to figure out how the hell combat mechanics work, because I just was so frustrated with losing those wars. And that's the deal. France has really good generals. They got combat tactics, and they've got tons of morale. Because they've got defensive and they've got elan. So that alone is like 20 plus another, what's defensive? 15%.
It's pretty brutal.
My men are coming. It's just a long walk from Karakanyulu to France.
And Russia did get pretty ornery about that military access.
Where'd they go? Where'd they end up going?
That's a very good question.
I'll keep an eye out.
I have to say, I hope one thing that never gets patched into the game, I guess, is giving like military leaders the same travel time as diplomats.
Yeah,
because it's so nice to have like, oh, I've got a really good general in like what used to be France, and I need him in Lithuania. There he is.
Yeah. Well, if they ever change that, they'd have to allow us to assign generals in a war zone, because it's kind of crap that we can't.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, instead of being just in one province, they could be like in a region. Maybe not.
No, because right now, if you're in enemy territory, you can't assign a general to your army.
Yeah.
But you can teleport them to the new world, and that's totally fine. Which is
that high-tech catapult technology.
It only works at long ranges.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it is. It's silly
I think
that
there should be like there could be a military cost, like a military PowerPoint cost, for reassigning in battle or something. Like there are things that could be done.
Yeah,
I like it the way that it is. I think you just leave it alone. Just let us.
That surprise is like the one thing you're not complaining about.
Yeah.
Well, like I enjoy being able to maximize one general. Like I usually only have one good damn general, so
yeah,
I need him everywhere. And if they change that, I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah.
So something else that's kind of useful to know is that if you have really high morale ideas, you're really, really good at assaulting.
Assaulting. Oh. Actually, that's a really good point too. I should be doing more assaulting because I have manpower.
No, you really should not be.
You saying that means that I should.
I guess.
Although I should probably wait until walls get breached or something. I don't know if it makes a difference.
Okay.
I'll take this little corner of France over here.
Yeah. I don't know where the French army went, actually.
No, there's a 36 deck to the south in Toulouse. They're marching north right now. 36 with a 442 general. Do you see him?
No.
He's in Perigord. Oh, because he's near my territory. Now he's in the capital. And here he comes right in front of you.
There he goes. Oh, and they got forced march and everything. It's one of those times I would like an interface to make armies.
One of those times.
Couple of months. I can get to -1 stability.
Wow.
No, why didn't it move forward? My whole army didn't actually join in the battle. What the? Oh, yeah, this is exactly what I want to have happen.
I'm gonna see if I can get there. I don't know if I can get there in time, but I'm coming.
What the war score? Oh, France has got a gargantuan army in the south too. No.
Are we regretting this war?
Well, hang on. I'm regretting playing at speed 2 for a second here. It's the same thing where it's like a bunch of stuff should be fine, and then there's just like not being able to sort of pause and reorganize things.
Now you know how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
Last week was brutal. I was so mad.
A sec. Let me rebuild this army.
Of course, I kept playing on speed 2 because I thought you guys wouldn't want to slow down. So just Quill, if you want to keep playing.
We've gone to speed 1 before.
We have, yeah. It's true, I guess, yeah.
I'm bringing my 14 stack. Here they come.
To be at speed 1 but not be at war, it feels like I'm wasting an opportunity.
Come on, get there, get there, get there. Woo! Is it going to be enough? I think it is. Couple good rolls.
Look, we don't need the commentary, Mathis, okay?
Hey, shut your mouth.
Thank you, Mathis.
I did something useful. Hooray!
Sometimes, look at my army and be like, there's one that's like perfectly composed, and then I split off some halves, and then it's like 4 infantry, 8 cavalry, 12 artillery.
I hate that.
Like, what?
It's true.
Select the armies, goddammit.
I don't understand why it doesn't like
the UI lag sometimes.
When you split,
my god, this UI lag.
What? There's nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Right now I'm like flipping out because like I'm trying to issue orders in time to do things and the screen's not responding. That's mostly a multiplayer thing though, I think.
Yeah.
It's got to send that data all the way across North America to me and back.
But I do agree with you, Northern Line. It's like,
yes!
It doesn't make any sense to have, like, okay, yeah, I totally want an army with 4 cavalry and 9 artillery.
Yeah.
That seems like that would do really well. Instead of splitting it right down the middle, equal number of infantry, equal number. Just balance it out.
Yeah, just like keep the proportions the same, but divide them.
But here's the thing,
as evenly
sometimes
as possible, at least.
Other times it works perfect.
Let's see here.
Sieging through France's territories takes fucking forever.
They've still got a lot of land. It's
Dear
trippy.
God.
Yeah, this one worked out fantastically, actually. Split it right down the middle. Maybe it's like multiple divisions or something like that, or if there is an error and then you split from there, then it just gets compounded, maybe. I don't know.
It just doesn't work all the time.
Yeah. But neither do I, so, I have some sympathy.
You don't work all the time?
Not always, no. Much of the time.
It is helping that a lot of France's troops are in Africa. Now, they are, like, kind of beating me up down there, but...
In Africa?
Yeah.
Where's their capital? Is it still in France? Oh, it's Poitiers.
I don't know.
Yep. I'm just trying to pick off little 1 or 2 stack regiments where I can so they can't stack up.
Mm-hmm.
Take some of that land that I fabricated a claim on, Mathis.
I don't even know what you fabricated a claim
exactly. That's going to make my combined front war on Graz and, I don't know, French Comté. Very easy.
Good pronunciation. I appreciate
it. It has an accent aigu.
All right, this general right here. He's in a 0.4 stack. I'm going to try and kill him off. Lost the fight.
You did it.
Oh my god, these French troops are brutal.
Okay, now if you have a benevolent bone in your body, in the peace deal, break the treaty with Russia. I can swoop in and...
I would like to do that very much.
Okay, good.
You want to swoop in?
Well, then I'll swoop in and I'll take some more French land. Well, because no, because I have a chance to possibly become allied with Russia. But if we can wipe out France, then when we go to war with Russia, there's no France. It's not like France is allied with Russia. It's just Russia's big. So we've eliminated one problem.
I got like a 5-to-1 ratio on these French troops and I'm losing.
Yeah, they're smacking me around a little bit too.
Retarded. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that language, but god damn it.
Elan. I know. Now you see how frustrated I was. I was very frustrated. On a scale of 1 to frustrated, very.
Very. Yeah.
My king, the Hansa, has outrageously refused to grant us military access.
Oh, you asked for something?
Yes.
Sorry, I totally missed this pop-up in this time.
I'll try again.
I don't even know what you...
I'm at war with people.
See how generous I am?
I do. I think I'm going to put that in my notebook. You're one little bit less likely to be a Cylon.
Oh, so like all the Russian troops are in Scandinavia.
Of course I'm getting the -2 crossing now because I've reinforced the ships.
I also really like how when you infiltrate administration, if you send a diplomat to Russia, it might take them a little while to get there. Infiltrate administration is just, here's where all their troops are. Like, all right, come on back.
Yeah, getting there is like freakishly instant. Oh. It's just the return trip. Because they dawdle, they've got to buy souvenirs.
I spend so much time saving admin points to build up my stability from that liberation desire. And then just a comet shows up. All right. Here we go again.
Oh, jeez, I know what you mean.
I can't even change my national focus for like another 10 years.
Come on. Yeah, there we go.
I feel like coring speed needs to be faster. Or at least we're playing on speed 1. That's the problem. I'm like, why are these cores not getting any progress?
I could probably change that soon, but
all right,
not quite yet.
Okay,
what are they down to? Just that big 17 stacks, basically the biggest one they have up north?
I think so. And like either fighting 100 dudes and have been forever, but crying out loud.
That 11 stacks moving around. I'm trying to cut them off where I can, but my stack isn't big enough to handle them. Stack. All right. Well, do we want to pick up the war next episode?
One second, I want to bug Quill first.
Sorry.
There you go. Sure, if everybody's ready.
Yep.
Do I have an heir yet? No.
God damn it.
As soon as I have an heir.
All right. Well, in any case, thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe to see more episodes as we lumber towards the end date in EU4 for the first time. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode, and thanks for watching thus far.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
See you soon.